My wife's family mocked me at our barbecue. So that night, I disappeared and no one even noticed. If this story hits you even a little, drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps push the video out. And if you enjoy stories like this, hit that subscribe. There's more coming. Now let's begin. My name is Martin, and by the time everything finally collapsed, I'd already been standing on the edge for a while. Not because of one big betrayal, but because of 1,000 little ones. Because of silence. Because of slow, daily erosion. Of love, of respect, of even basic acknowledgement. I was married to a woman who used to laugh at my jokes, hold my hand in the grocery store, and daydream with me about the kids we'd raised together. Her name was Julie. We were married for 8 years. In the beginning, we were partners in the purest sense, broke but excited, hungry but hopeful. We painted the walls of our first apartment together with $10 rollers and the wrong shade of beige. We ate ramen on the floor the day we moved in, and we swore we'd never stop dreaming. And for a while, we didn't. But somewhere around year 5, things began to crack. We started trying for a child. We were both all in at first, tracking cycles, visiting clinics, injecting meds, whispering prayers into pillows. Month after month, hope built and broke like waves. And little by little, Julie stopped laughing, stopped reaching for me at night, stopped looking at me the way she used to. Eventually, she let go, not just of the dream, but of me. And all that remained was politeness, a robotic rhythm of life. We were two people sharing a space, not a marriage. Then her sister moved in, fresh off a divorce soaked in drama. Cheating, screaming, cops at her doorstep. Julie's sister showed up with 2 toddlers, a suitcase, and an excuse. "I just need a few days," she said. I believed her. I wanted to believe her. But a few days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Her bags became boxes. Her boxes became furniture. The kids' toys took over the house like ivy. There were Cheerios in my boots and finger paint on my documents. And through it all, I stayed silent. I came home from work to a house that didn't feel like mine. My office was turned into a playroom. My bed was offered to my sister-in-law and her kids. I slept on the couch more nights than I can count. But here's the part that really broke something in me. Julie always took her sister's side. Didn't matter if her kids were screaming at 2 a.m. Didn't matter if the sister mocked me in front of guests. Julie would just roll her eyes and say, "She's my only sister, Martin. Don't be dramatic." Dramatic. That's what she called it. Even the day her sister laughed and said I was too sensitive, Julie joined in. Mocked me. Mocked her own husband. I just sat there, staring at a plate of untouched food, realizing that in the eyes of the people I loved most, I'd become invisible. But I wasn't gone yet. I still held on to hope. Maybe, just maybe, Julie would come back to me. Maybe she'd remember the man she married. Maybe this was just a phase, and we'd survive it like we had everything else. Then came the barbecue. It was a Saturday. I had gone for a long drive to clear my head. No destination, just escape. When I pulled into the driveway, there were cars parked all along the street. Laughter floated through the windows. Voices. Music. Kids screaming in joy. I walked into the backyard, and there it was. A full-blown family barbecue. Grill fired up. Coolers full. Paper plates stacked. People buzzing around like it was a damn holiday. And I had no idea it was happening. No one had told me. Not my wife. Not her sister. Not even a text. I stood at the edge of the patio like a stranger in my own home. I didn't shout. Didn't storm off. I just watched. Julie was laughing with her parents. Her sister was lounging in my lawn chair. And my name? It didn't come up once. Then I heard it. Loud enough for everyone to catch. Julie's sister turned to the group and said, "You know, if Martin disappeared tomorrow, I don't think anyone would even notice." Laughter. Laughter. Not awkward chuckles. Not nervous giggles. Real, full-bodied laughter from the people I had bent over backwards to support. And then Julie, my wife, my partner, my once-upon-a-time best friend, added. I didn't even realize he was gone most of the day. Guess she's got a point. My chest tightened. It was like the air had been sucked out of the yard. But I didn't break. I raised my hot dog like a champagne flute and said, "Challenge accepted." Silence. A few people chuckled nervously, assuming I was joking. Julie didn't even look at me. She just kept talking. And right there, at that table in that moment, I made my decision. I wasn't going to yell. I wasn't going to plead. I was just going to disappear. That night, while they all slept, full bellies, empty hearts, I packed what little I needed. Just the essentials. A duffel bag with my laptop, IDs, and a stack of cash. Divorce papers, signed and sealed. And a sticky note, yellow and simple, placed dead center on the kitchen counter. It read, "You noticed yet? No goodbye. No warning. Just silence. I locked the door behind me and vanished. First stop, a gas station 2 towns over. Tossed my SIM card down a storm drain. Swapped phones. Every account, deleted. Every trace of me, gone. Next stop, a cabin. Remote. Paid in cash. Rented from a guy who didn't care what my name was. I became nobody, and for the first time in years, it felt good. No shouting. No insults. No secondhand shame from being laughed at in my own backyard. Just quiet. I did freelance work online. A little coding, a little consulting. Made enough to keep the lights on and the fridge cold. I chopped wood, cooked my own meals, watched the sun rise without anyone asking me to fix their life. Weeks passed, then months. I didn't look back. Until one day, curiosity won. I logged into an old backup email I hadn't checked in nearly a year. There were 41 unread messages. All from her. Julie. The first ones? Rage. How dare you just leave? You're a coward. You abandoned this family. But then came confusion. Where are you? Please just answer one message. And eventually, regret. The bank's threatening foreclosure. I sent my sister away. I get it now. I finally get it. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was this bad. I miss you, Martin. I miss who we were. And then one last line. I still haven't signed the divorce papers. I keep hoping you'll come home. I didn't reply. She didn't deserve the man I became when I finally stopped begging to be seen. But fate? It likes to twist the knife. A week later, there was a knock on the cabin door. I looked through the curtain. Julie. Same eyes. Different woman. She looked smaller now. Like life had finally shown her the mirror I'd held up for years. I just wanted to see you, she said, her voice breaking. I know I can't fix what I broke, but I needed to say it to your face. I nodded. Just once. I'm not angry, I said. I'm just done. She cried. I didn't. I signed a final set of divorce papers on the porch. Handed them over. Closed the door. And that was that. She left. I stayed. She lost everything. I found peace.